All right, everybody. Welcome back to the Best Summer in Lake Erie in HO scale. And had a few people ask me about the hullets, so let's talk about them. On one hand, I'm very happy to talk about these. I think they're really impressive. On the other hand, they're just the Walthers kits that I did nothing special to. I did paint them, kind of this rusty brown color as I assembled them. And the one fun thing about these kits is I actually built these in an extended stay hotel in Boston. It took me about 2 weeks each. So the Walthers kit, I think you could still get on their website and look up the instructions. I would recommend that. It is an intimidating amount of parts, but I have never had kits go together so perfectly as these did. They're pretty hard to come by. eBay is probably your only hope, really. And they do go for 500. I think I've seen one go for $700 on eBay. But not always. If you watch, sometimes I think maybe people just aren't paying attention. I got one of these for 200 and the other for 250. And that was, I don't know, 2 years ago now. But they are incredibly detailed. They are absolutely beautiful. And like I said, I built these in Boston. I got a couple parts I got to fix on these yet. They shipped from Boston to South Carolina to Pennsylvania as I've moved around. But probably can't do this and hold the camera, but they do move. So you can position them however you want. The top slides back and forth too. I'm sure I can't do that. And the little trolley car underneath, you can slide it around too. And this whole front section actually rotates as well. So if you were really handy, you could probably make these move. I have no intention of doing that. I did think about maybe just putting some strings through here on some cams and just maybe making them go up and down at some point. But if I ever do that, it'll be a long time from now. I do intend on putting some lights on them though. I want to put some lights on that and this bridge crane. So I'll just kind of walk over this here, but like I said, I did nothing special here. All I did was build the kit. But that being said, I mean, they are the mother bearers of all kits. But if you get one, take your time. Just be very careful. Pay close attention. Follow the instructions. Everything will be fine. Beautiful, beautiful kits. A joy to build. I would happily build a few more of these. And the bridge crane there, that really wasn't too bad. That was I don't know, 3 or 4 nights of work. So that's the hullets. I plan on getting them up on rails there, and I'll have tracks under them and everything else eventually. Just kind of got them staged in there now, just trying to, figure my distances out and get that all right. So, but yeah, beautiful models. I really wish Walthers would do another release of them. When they re-released the Steel series here, thought they were going to, and I actually called Walthers, and they said no. And I asked them if they'd seen what they were selling for on eBay and what the heck was wrong with them. But I don't know, maybe someday. But beautiful, beautiful kits if you can get your hands on one. Other thing that I had some people ask about was just where do I get my my Bessemer rolling stock, and I'm actually more proud of this answer. So part of it is just really watching eBay like a hawk and picking stuff up when it comes up for sale. One of these days, let me back up. I moved into the house I'm in currently about 2 years ago from South Carolina, and most of my stuff is still in crates. So as I get stuff uncrated here, we'll do a little bit more roster shots and inventory, but I didn't go out and find somebody selling, hundreds of hopper cars or whatever. I got everything pretty much, one here, two there. A couple times I was lucky enough to pick up a dozen of something. But really just paying attention and persevering. But that being said, the Bessemer had some unique equipment, and I wanted to make sure that we could model that unique equipment. And you couldn't model transition air Bessemer without 210-4s. So this is the nickel plate products. I think this is the 1974 run. I own 7 of these. I got them all as bare brass, all as basket cases, and painted them up. I've got a couple of them weathered. They've got TCS WOW sound in them. Oh, well, that wasn't very nice of them at all now, was it? The Athearn Genesis F7s that just cut in front of us, the A units are non-sound. I have a TCS WOW sound in the B unit with a high bass speaker. These are just the model die-cast 70-ton hoppers. I think there's a 12-car set in here I bought off somebody, and then a lot of these are just kits I bought myself. I put metal wheels on everything, KDs on everything, and they roll pretty good once you do all that. They're still a little light. And those are some of the AccuRail 50-ton. I think I've got 70 some of those, and I apparently lost some of my train somewhere. Oh, that's fun. We'll go ahead and stop him. Like I said, layout's very much under construction. Most of the trains I have out are just test trains. So these engines, if you've had one, they do not run good at all. So I'm always working on these. They're all on my workbench right now, and for one reason or another, I think the 642 I could run right now. But I'm going to try putting, oh gosh, why can't I think of the name of it? Well, I'm going to put a whole new motor and gearbox in a few of them and see what that does. I've remotored all of them, but they all have the original gearboxes, and I think the original gearboxes in these are just trash. So, but someday I'll get those running good and reliable. Got a few videos of them out and running. The wood caboose is a B&O brass model that I had custom painted by Justin Sobek. He did an amazing job on it. The interior is green and everything. I got another one of those he's doing for me. It's a beautiful model. I love it. And the NE1 offset bay window caboose, there's some out there made by Overland Brass if you can get your hands on one. So I 3D printed these. I actually drew these in CAD. I had some help from Betsy Black, who I think subscribes to my channel. Helped me with some of the drawing on this. And I made 5 of these. And I made them to fit on an Athearn blue box frame, and I used the ladders and stuff off the Athearn. And then I put the Tomar marker lights on this one. I'm working on the front trucks of this guy right now, but my Pacific steam locomotive was a DMIR model. I had Justin paint the boiler black for me, and then I decaled it for the 903. Absolutely love this engine. I keep it boxed up for the most part because I just don't want anything to happen to it. But I put TCS WOW in this too, and I actually remotored this guy. But this is division point brass. Definitely in love with that unit. And then kit bashed a couple of the D1A 210-2s This is IHC, International Hobby Core 2102, that I put together with a Bachmann Vandy Tender. And you probably can't see it because I just got a flat back, but I'm trying to 3D print a more appropriate front face to these. They're definitely not perfect, but I think it kind of captures the idea of the Vandy 210-2s. This also has TCS WAV sound in it and an iPhone speaker. And that was actually a lot to try to fit in that little Vandy Tender. But they run pretty good. So I've got 2 of those. And then my passenger car fleet, these were all Bachmann passenger cars. They were New York Central, and I scraped the lettering off of them and re-lettered these, and then put the people inside of them. Ashley Krishon helped me with that. That was on an episode of What's Neat with Ken Patterson. We were working on that out there. And took out the Bachmann lighting, because the Bachmann lighting sucks. And put in the Rapido Easy Peasy lighting, which is awesome and is easy peasy. And if I could find a magnet, I would turn them on. And then I took a truck tuner to the trucks, put 36-inch metal wheels in it. They roll smooth as glass, and traded the couplers out for KDs. So they're pretty great. Did the same thing with the Combine. And then I also just picked up this brass double door RPO. So that's some of the unique equipment I got, and the hullets. And we'll do more updates as I find more stuff out of boxes.